Willkommen zurück zu Let's Play Nippon, My First Trip to Japan. Im letzten Part haben wir uns einige Tempel angesehen, die Kyoto zu bieten hat. Unter anderem Kinkakuji, der goldene Tempel, und den anderen habe ich schon wieder vergessen. Aber sei es drum. Namen kann ich mir sowieso nicht so gut merken. Und jetzt wollen wir gucken, was wir so über Kyoto bisher denken. Let's see. At first I wasn't really seeing the town's history and culture at all. But the more we walk around, the more I feel the traditional atmosphere seeping in all over. That's right. Kyoto has a lot of temples and shrines, so you can walk from temple to temple and shrine to shrine. Just walking around can give you a deep impression of the town. Yeah, that's really true. Wie wär's mal mit was zu essen? But how do I say this? It's more than that. There's, like, even among the smallest shops in town, so many of them sell traditional craft goods. By the way, haben wir im letzten Part noch unser Segen verhauen, weil wir von 3 Quellen getrunken haben. Weil wir zu gierig waren, sind wir nicht gesegnet worden. Aber naja, was soll's. Und ja, irgendwas wollte ich noch dazu sagen, was wir im letzten Part gemacht haben. Genau, uns kann man lesen wie ein Buch, besonders perverse Ausdrücke. Und natürlich stecken wir sowas nicht. Nein. Das fand ich auch geil. Like, yeah. So that also gives me the impression of a town that values its history. It's true. While Kyoto continues to expand, the city as a whole does protect its traditions. I think that's what makes it amazing. Preserving its history while taking in the new. But now that I think about it, I think Tokyo has a similar sort of atmosphere. With Kyoto, it just feels a whole lot sharper. When I think about it that way, Kyoto really is like a representation of Japan itself. Ah, that's it. There's one thing that surprised me in coming to Kyoto. Surprised you? What is it? You know the language? Language, ah. I see, because it's not like Tokyo Japanese. That's right, it's a dialect, right? And the words people here use. It's nothing like the Japanese I know. It's true. People in Kyoto and nearby Osaka and Kobe speak what's called Kansai-ben. Kansai-ben? Yes, specifically... Ich kann das immer noch nicht aussprechen, so wirklich. Besonders wenn ich noch Stimme verstelle. Kobe and Osaka and Kyoto all have their own dialects, but the general term for it is Kansai-ben. Kansai-ben, I see. It's hard for even native Japanese to imitate Kansai-ben. It's a unique way of speaking. I see, but how should I say... It feels like it has nuances that I don't hear in Japanese of Tokyo. That's true. It's fast-paced and kind of funny. That's right. When you listen in on an exchange, it almost sounds like they might burst out laughing. You remember what I said before? That Kyoto was the capital of Japan long ago? While that was going on, the city of Osaka was also developing next door. Osaka developed as a merchant city. They based their lives around merchant culture. So I think their language developed around the interacting between a shop owner and customer. Making the customer feel comfortable is so important in the business world. You mean they make them laugh so they relax and feel more like playing things? Wow. It's just my own speculation, but I wonder if it might not be true. The real Kansai has done a lot to develop comedians and comedy culture, so you might hear Kansai Ben on TV too. Now that I think about it, it sounds really cute when girls speak it too. Oh, das hättest du jetzt nicht sagen sollen. Huh. We don't speak Kansai Ben. Does that mean you don't think we're cute? Ich wusste es. That's not it. That's not what I was trying to say at all. So you're saying you wish we both speak Kansai Ben? Oh god. That's right, exactly. I mean, that's exactly the same complaint. What? Hast du was genommen? Even without speaking Kansai Ben, I think we make a good comedy team, don't you? Good law. Anyway, let's go one last place today. It's very close to where we are now. What kind of temple is it this time? Oh my, we're not going to a temple. Ja, nach 2 kann auch mal was anderes kommen. Obwohl alle guten Dinge normalerweise 3 sind, aber 3 Quellen hatten wir ja schon. Wobei 3 auch wieder zu viel war. Really? Then where are we going? Oh. Ich weiß nicht woher, aber die Musik kenne ich irgendwoher. Tada! This is Kyoto's premier entertainment district, Gion. Wow, the buildings still have an older, refined feeling to them. Die sehen auch irgendwie... Die Straße sieht schön aus. Ach, Moment mal. Die Laternen? Kommt mir alles irgendwie bekannt vor, als ob ich das schon mal gesehen hatte irgendwo. Verdammt, woher? Na egal. The town of Gion is the gateway to the Yasaka Shrine. It's basically a town that sprang up along the road to the shrine. The name Gion comes from the fact that the Yasaka Shrine was once known as the Gion Shrine. I see. So, is there something on the street? Like what? Well, it's certainly a very beautiful street, and it has a refined atmosphere. But isn't there like a famous building or... Yeah, there's nothing like that here. But in its place... In its place? Ah, look there! Walking towards us. Walking? Ah! There's a woman walking towards us.
Ich sehe keine.
Tiny red lips on a face made up in white. Ach so, Geishas. Ja, okay. Jetzt haben wir die Geishas. And such a beautiful kimono. Is that a high-class Geisha? Und da spackt mein Hals ab. Sort of, but Geisha is only for Tokyo. In Kyoto, they are called Geiko. Ach, stimmt ja, da war was. Geiko. Yes, and young apprentice Geiko are known as Maiko. She looks young, so she's probably Maiko. Ah, she just turned to us and bowed. She's so cute. Das war auch wieder ein Fehler. Oder? Hey, One-chan. I hear back in the day Maiko were girls around 10 years old. Is this true? That is what they say. 10 years old? They started that young? Yeah, because Maiko and Keiko would play instruments at Beckett's and sing and dance. They were like flowers used to add life to a party. And men of high standing and rank would come to them. So in order to keep them from offending anymore, they received strict instructions in discipline and manners from a very young age. That's the kind of system it was. So all its beauty, their world was a harsh one too. Yes, but these days it's seen as problematic to make children work so hard. Nowadays you can't begin micro training until you finish school. I saw on TV before too that there are fewer and fewer women who want to become Maiko these days. I guess that's true in all countries. Jobs that were standard long ago are gradually declining. It's too bad, but... yeah. But then the TV said that more people want to do it nowadays compared to before. But they say that the training is so strict that many people just up and quit. Just because you want it doesn't mean you succeed. But Maiko and Geiko are part of an amazing culture. There must be more people who want to carry it on. That's it. As long we're here, why don't we call Geiko-san tonight and... Unfortunately, that's not possible. Okay, und sie wird noch nicht mal wissen, was wir damit gemacht hätten mit ihr. Ich hätte seinen Gedankengang gerne mal zu Ende gewusst. Aber okay. Huh? Why not? The girls will refuse first-time customers. Most people have to be referred by an exciting customer. I see. There are some exceptions lately. I hear there are some events where you can hire a geiko for a brief period of time. But it probably takes a lot of money, right? I see. I guess that's true. Yeah, I understand that. It was just an idea. When you say it a little, it like that, I can tell you're really upset about it. I told you I was joking. I don't think you were. Anyway, as long as we're here, we should stop by the Yasaka Shrine. Then back to our hotel? Okay. Dann... Oh, vom Schrein nicht viel, oder ist es jetzt einfach nur unterwegs dunkel geworden plötzlich? Phew. Anstrengend, ne? We visited the Yasaka Shrine, which was beautiful. Our hotel might be more humble than... Oh god, nein! Okay, good. Than the halls where Geiko performed, but it was still a nice place. The food in Kyoto tastes completely different from the food in Tokyo too. Kyoto was a nice place, not at all inferior to Tokyo. Just one day doesn't seem like enough to experience it all. But tomorrow I go back to Tokyo, and in 3 days' time I go home. I've got to make the most of Japan in the time I've got left. Das sollte man sowieso machen. Go upon my first trip to Japan, Day 5. Und gut. Nichts passiert, das finde ich super. Another beautiful day. They said on the news yesterday that it was set to rain in Tokyo. So the good weather followed me to this trip. Should be a good sign of things to come, right? Nah. Wieso nicht? Okay, day 2 in Kyoto. Let's get started. Our next destination is a temple called the Ryonji. Ryonji? The Ryonji is a magnificent temple, of course, but it has a number of other charms to the people who visit it. It has other charms? What do you think? What could it be? I give up. I have no idea. Du hast noch nicht mal 2 Sekunden nachgedacht. The answer is... Schwupp, 3,71 wird ja immer teurer. First, the entry fee there. This rock garden. Wait, why are you being so quiet? Ah, sorry, I got kind of sucked in. Anyway, how do I say this? A garden made out of rocks and sand with no trees. And feels kind of empty. Ja, aber irgendwie doch... Moment, ist das wirklich Sand auf dem Boden? Sieht mir eher so aus wie kleine Holzplatten, aber nee. Die haben ehrlich Muster reingemacht? Oder, ja? And it sounds strange, but when I look at it long enough, it starts to look like islands in the ocean. Wow, that's amazing. Huh? What's amazing? This type of garden is called a Karasansui. As you say, it symbolizes mountains and water without the use of water. Oh, deswegen auch die Muster. I see. I think you stumbled upon its meaning without realizing it. So maybe I got a little closer to being Japanese in these few days? Maybe so. Anyway, who created this garden? It's such a high level of artistry. It must be someone famous, right? To tell the truth, no one really knows. Really? Yes, they say it was made sometime in the 15th century. And there are varying theories as to its creator, but no one knows for sure. I see. But that's not the only thing we don't know. Huh? There's another mystery about it? Take a good look. How many stones do you see in the garden? Stones 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mehr sehe ich bisher nicht. 6. Are there 14 in all? That's what it looks like, right? Yeah, but since you asked that, it must mean... Moment mal, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 19... Moment, war wirklich 14? Das waren doch nicht 14. Yes, there are really 15 stones in all. Wait, let me count again. 1, 2, 3, Ah, you're right, there's another stone hidden behind that one. Wo denn? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Mehr sehe ich nicht. Oder wie viel seht ihr? Okay, ich zähle mal die Steine außerhalb am Rand im Graben. Nein. The garden was designed so that there's only one spot where you can see all 15 stone at once. Wow. The store in the Vatican was built so that the two rings of pillars line up perfectly when you stand at the center of the plaza. This is kind of the opposite effect. The garden itself is built on a slight decline, so the height of the stones and in the back will seem to change shade from some angles. There are optical illusions like that all around the garden. That's amazing, what a complicated garden. But I could never have come up with something so complicated. It feels like it must be imbued with all sorts of deep meaning. Naturally. So what meaning are hidden in it? You need to figure it out for yourself. That's the meaning of Zen. What? But that's mean. Come on, Aki-chan, stop teasing him and tell him the truth. Huh? The truth? Sorry, to tell you the truth, no one knows the deepest meaning of this garden. Oh, das ist aber... Denk dir was aus. Really? Yes, there are many theories, of course, but no one knows which of the theories are really true, and we may never really know. I see. But like Aki-chan said, because there is no answer, that means you can think it out for yourself. That part of it really is the meaning of Zen. I know, right? That's why I really meant it when I said that. Liar. What's with that look? You got something to say? Not at all. Okay. Schön wie das Szenenwechsel, würde ich sagen. Wir sehen uns im nächsten Part wieder. Bis zum nächsten Mal. Bis dann, viel Spaß und tschüss.